Hey everyone, it's Misty here. Happy Wednesday. It's my first update and weigh-in video for March 2020, and it's gonna be my last weigh-in video for March 2020. I'll get to that in a minute. But if you're new here, hello, welcome. You get this today. I was gonna wake up this morning and put my makeup on and go get a haircut and go get my blood drawn, go to therapy, but I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's raining. It's raining a lot. It's gonna be raining all day. We have a 100% chance of rain all day today. So I've decided just to go to therapy and not bother with makeup today. So you get this. My face is really red because I just got out of the shower and I just did my skincare, so it'll be a little bit red. So yeah, let's talk about the numbers. So last week, my ketones were 0.8. My 7-day blood sugar is 163, my 14-day was 155, and then my 30-day was 159. This week, my ketones are 0.9. My blood sugar 7 days, 178, 14 days, 169, 30 days, 160. We talked last week that my blood sugars were being stupid, and they're continuing on that journey. Yesterday, so I woke up yesterday morning, had a bulletproof coffee, and then, I don't know, around noon or so, I had, excuse me, those Parmesan crisp. I don't know if you guys have followed me on Instagram, but it's literally Parmesan Reggiano with a little bit of rosemary and a little bit of flaxseed, and I've just been baking them in the oven. There's an Italian restaurant here in Allen called Brio. That's so good. But they make these little flaxseed crackers, which are delicious, and I've been craving them, and I thought, you know what, I can make those, at home. So I have been. And I had those, and then last night for dinner, I literally had hamburger meat with some garlic, and my blood sugar this morning was 218. My blood sugar yesterday was 189. My blood sugar on Monday was 220. It's just been all over the place. So starting tomorrow, because I didn't plan today, I'm gonna be doing very strict carnivore. I mentioned this before. I haven't really decided on whether or not I'm gonna be fasting, because, and I know everybody's like, fasting will heal you, fasting will heal you, fasting will make things better. For me, in my experience, fasting causes my blood sugars to stay elevated. They're continuously elevated. And the issue with that is it messes with my vision. It can cause me to have, develop boils and sores and stuff. So I'm very, very cautious of that because of those two things. And, if it's not gonna help, it's like, I don't know. I'm very cautious of it, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to attempt it again. I mean, my blood sugars are already elevated. So at this point, what do I have to lose, right? So I've been taking 70 units of insulin at night. I'm going to have to go back up to 80. And I know people are leaving comments about I shouldn't be injecting myself with insulin because I have too much insulin in my body, blah, 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 blah. Get it. I do. But see earlier, when my blood sugars are elevated for an extended period of time, I develop infections, my vision goes wonky. So it's just at this point, it just doesn't make any sense. The other thing I keep getting is I should go plant-based. Here's the thing, and I mentioned this in a comment to somebody who left it and said, oh, you wouldn't have to carb count again. Yeah, I would. Because I would still be limited to berries and then those 7 or 8 low carb vegetables that you can already eat on keto, because my body is very carb sensitive. Like, it's very, very carb sensitive, and I can't handle carbohydrates whatsoever. In fact, I think, I'm on my phone. What day did I have that enlightened? Because I feel like my blood sugar has been really elevated since having that. But I also feel like that Aldi bread really fucked up my system, and I'm sorry for I'm not gonna apologize for cussing because I put a little apology at the beginning, but my blood sugars my body has been wickety whack. ever since then. And I don't think I've had any of that bread since one day last week. Right? I know I had it last Monday. Because we had hamburgers. What day did I have fried eggs and sausage sandwiches? Friday. So last Friday was the last of that Aldi bread, and I'm not gonna get any more for a while. We'll see what happens. So I just think I've got to find a way to reset my body. I was considering a fat fast, but those of you who've been with me for a while probably remember my last fat fast. I lasted maybe a day. I don't have a gallbladder. My gallbladder was removed back in 2016. So I don't have anything to help me digest that fat. So it just literally just goes right through me. And I don't need anything with a laxative effect because I have medications that help on that. So yeah, at this point, it could be a whole host of anything that's causing this. It could be the Aldi bread, could be the Enlightened ice cream. It could be I'm fighting an infection. It could be stress, because stress and cortisol cause your blood sugars to rise. It could be the fact that I'm dealing with a ton of inflammation. It could be with the fact that we just got another cold front and, you know, my body's been dealing with some pain. It could be a whole plethora of issues. There's no real way to pinpoint what's the matter. The only thing I control in any of this are my stress levels and what I put in my mouth. So I'm gonna try, like I said, I'm gonna do strict carnivore for a few days, maybe even a week, maybe even 2 weeks. I follow, God, why did I forget his name? His Instagram handle is I Hacked Diabetes, and he's been doing carnivore. He's on his 8th week, and he's seen a dramatic decrease in his blood sugar numbers, and he has lost, I think, 10 pounds. But he has said, and I have said, and a lot of other people have said that I feel my absolute best when I'm doing strict carnivore, like when I'm just eating meat and dairy, and that's it. And I think I need to get back to that. So no more fiber for a little bit and see how I do. Like I said, I may fast, I may not. I really would rather continue intuitive eating. If you're unfamiliar, that's when you really listen to your body's hunger cues to eat when you're hungry and stop when you're not, you know, and not snack around and stuff. So at this point, I feel like I'm throwing spaghetti at a wall and hoping that it sticks. Or those, I don't know if you guys ever did this. When I was a kid, my uncle would get those fishing worms, like the worms you use to fish, and he would throw them on the wall and they would, you know, walk down the wall. I don't know why that reminded me of that, but it sure did. But anyway, so yeah, so I am kind of at an impasse, and yeah. So I weigh 396, just like I weighed last week. And this will be the last time that I weigh in for the month of March. I may start weighing in again in April. I don't know. But as of right now, the scale needs to be the very last thing on my mind. And I know some of you don't agree with that, and that's your opinion, and that's fine. But I want to be off insulin. I want to be off insulin. And worrying about if I've lost a pound or gained 6 pounds is not going to do anything for my stress level. It's just not. It's just another number for me to worry on. So in this ketone number, it tells you that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. If I wasn't, I wouldn't be in ketosis. I wouldn't be producing these numbers, right? So I'm just going to stop for a while. Number one, it doesn't do me a damn bit of good to keep weighing when I'm dealing with so much inflammation. And I know I'm not going to go into that whole big old debacle debate. I'm just not going to. I'm just not going to. People can be idiots and not understand water weight and that kind of bloating and shit, and that's on you. I'm not here to educate you. Go Google it. But you know, until the weather simmers down, until my body chills out, it's just not going to do me a damn bit of good to weigh. It's just going to bother me. So I'm going to not weigh for the month of March. We didn't get a chance to do my measurements this past weekend. Rob's busy season has hit him hardcore. Monday night, he worked until 2 a.m. And then he got up again at 4 a.m. to go back into work. It's Wednesday. He already has 20 hours of overtime for the week. He is kicking ass and taking names. So Sunday, I cooked a ton of meals. So that's what I like to do, is I like to cook up a ton of meals and have them in the freezer. That way, if it's a day where I just don't have the energy to cook, or, he's working really late or whatever, there is a meal ready to go for him. I just have to take it out of the freezer and heat it up for him. That's why a lot of people are like, are you having surgery again? I put on Instagram and Facebook that I'd probably be immobile for 3 days, just because that kind of cooking takes so much out of me. But where was I going with this? That it took so much out of me. So he spent all day Saturday working after we got back from Saltgrass, and then Sunday I was cooking and everything, so we didn't get a chance to do my measurements for the month of March. So I'm just gonna wait until the 1st of April to do them. So yeah, I can't really think of anything else. I'm gonna put a pause on Friday or nay for a little bit. I do have a couple more pre-recorded that I may share. I'm gonna put a stop on the Friday or nay, and I'm gonna put pause on my Spoonie Diaries. For the Spoonie Diaries, I'm just not in the right headspace. I'm just really not. And for the Friday or nay, I want to be strict for the next couple of weeks. And everything that I have to test is some kind of dessert type thing. Like there's some ice cream, there's some chocolate truffles, there are chocolate bars. I have those things to test. So I'm gonna put that on pause for a little bit, and I may go back to posting full day of eating videos on Fridays, maybe like a combination of Wednesdays and Thursdays, and posting them on Friday. I haven't decided yet. That was just a decision I made this morning. I don't want to add fuel to the fire, so to speak. So I'm gonna try my best to stay away from artificial sweeteners, minus stevia, in my coffee. I don't drink coffee every day. I may go to drinking coffee every day, so I can drink coffee in the morning, bulletproof coffee in the morning, and then have, a dinner in the evening. I don't know. I haven't really sat down and thought about it. I haven't decided. Yeah, that's just where my head is. I'm just all over the place, and yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I honestly feel like I want to take a social media break. Wes and I were talking about this the other day. I was like, I feel like I need, a month or two off social media just to kind of take my mind off of things. But then at the same time, I'm already homebound, and I feel like talking to you guys every Wednesday is about the only interactions I get. And I mean, I know people go, well, she just, she wants just to bury herself in cheeseburgers or something. That's not it at all. I don't know. Everybody's like, well, you can just moderate the comments, or you can just block comments, but at the end of the day, I still have to read the shit, right? And we're all human. So I can only take, people throwing shit at me for a little while before I get kind of tired of it, right? So, but I'm not letting them win. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I'm in a weird headspace today. It's been a rough couple of weeks with the blood sugars, and they don't help me feel any better. I don't know if you guys have ever taken first aid CPR, but a lot of times in first aid videos, especially older ones, they always showed, the one I watched was this woman who got irate at everybody at this business meeting, and her partner says, have you tested your blood sugar? Because, high blood sugar or low blood sugar can cause you to have, really huge mood swings. So not only am I dealing with the weather, you know, seasonal affect and depression on top of that, and then my diabetes being elevated causes mood swings, and then the pain, you know, it's just all one big bumbly happy mess in my body. So yeah, I have therapy today. I am going, even though I don't feel great, but I missed last week because god dang, I could barely move. Sunday I went to bed at 5:30. Rob went bowling. I had a hellacious leg cramp. Like, it was the worst leg cramp I've had in a year. So I took a muscle relaxant and then went to bed. And then he came home like at 8:30, 9 o'clock from bowling, and it woke me up. So I got up with him for an hour, took another muscle relaxer, and slept until noon the next day. So I got like 18 hours of sleep on Sunday, Monday. So maybe that's why I wasn't so immobile for 3 days. But yeah, I've just been really tired and trying to recover from the weekend. And we did get a chance to go out. We went out Saturday to go saltgrass for lunch. I mentioned this before. I think I mention this every time I talk about saltgrass, but Rob gets, I don't know what they're called, kudos or rewards, and they have like a little store. So you could pick crap like toasters and, you know, vacuums and clothes and stuff like that. But he likes to get the gift cards. So we get gift cards to saltgrass because saltgrass is spendy. And so when you hear me say we went to saltgrass, it's because we had gift cards. We don't go there unless we have gift cards. So had a steak on Saturday and just enjoyed being in each other's company. So that was good. So yeah, I almost feel like I'm back at the beginning, like this is the beginning of January and I didn't put in 2 months of work already. It is what it is, right? That's what our bodies do. They do what they're gonna do. So yeah, so all right, I've rambled on enough. I will see you guys maybe Friday for a full day of eating. Maybe not, I don't know. I was gonna have a video for you guys on Sunday showing you what I bought to bust my no buy, but we'll see. It'll depend on how I feel in the next couple of days. But yeah, anyway, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're struggling, I feel you, babe. Whether you're a boy or girl, I feel you. You're just a babe. I feel you, babe. All we can do is just keep putting one foot in front of the other. I mean, that's literally all we can do. So much love to you. If you're struggling with this weather like I am, I feel for you. Monday, I didn't have to wear patches at all. Yesterday, I wore 3 patches. Today, I have 1 patch. It's just my right hip that's been bothering me. And I think that's because after having my back surgery, I can only sleep on my right side. And I have tried sleeping on my stomach. Nope, cannot. And I've tried sleeping on my left side, and I just can't get comfortable that way. So I think it's just a lot of pressure on my right hip because I'm sleeping on my hip or on flat on my back every day. So yeah, oh goodness. Okay. We're going to edit this, get it uploaded, go to Starbucks, and then go through therapy. So hope you guys have a fantastic day wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.